Welcome to the Radical Responsibility Revolution podcast. This is where we are transforming lives, inspiring you to reclaim your health, your wealth, and the power of your mind. Here we share actionable insights, inviting you to turn inwards and design your life of purpose and abundance. Hey, beautiful souls. Welcome back to the Radical Responsibility Revolution, where we don't tiptoe through tulips, we trample bad ideas with stilettos and sass. So we're going to get started. I'm your host, Debbie Dobbins, the Queen of Magic. And today, oh honey, we are diving deep, so deep, because I'm going to start talking about socialism versus capitalism. Now, this one's a doozy I can share with you. I've got some truth bombs, few laughs, and a big old call for self-responsibility. Yes, I'm talking to you. And this one might ruffle some feathers. I imagine it probably will. So if you're wearing a Che Guevara t-shirt while scrolling Zillow, maybe you want to buckle up. I want to start with why we're even having this conversation. People are so confused, y'all. Like standing in front of the avocados at Whole Foods for 30 minutes, kind of confused. Ever done that? I do that all the time. I'm like, what am I doing here at this store? We've got millennials and Gen Zs praising socialism on TikTok while filming on their iPhones, hello, from their Starbucks and their $80 leggings asking, why can't housing be free? We're living in the age of I hate capitalism, sponsored by, Shopify. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, good-hearted people, women especially, are being taught that wanting wealth is greedy. Ugh. That making money makes you complicit in some great evil empire. And that if you want to succeed, you've got to exploit or be exploited. Well, I'm going to tell you, get my book. That's not just wrong. It's dangerous. Literally. So I want to start to prime you a little bit about what is capitalism and what is socialism, right? Let's just get basic for a minute in case your 8th grade civics teacher didn't show up for you like mine did. Capitalism. You create value, you get paid. This is what I teach in my book. You can own things in capitalism. You can build stuff. You can keep what you earn. Well, mostly because of our tax system. Socialism. The state owns your resources. They decide what's fair. Gets a slice of the pie, even if they didn't bake the pie. But here in theory, this is what's really interesting. Yeah, in theory, it sounds great. Socialism sounds so sweet. Everybody gets taken care of. In practice, Venezuela, North Korea, Soviet breadlines. And yes, I know some of you will say, well, that's not real socialism. What is it? Unicorn socialism then? Come on, people. The emotional seduction of socialism is so freaking hilarious because here's the kicker. Socialism feels good to the parts of us that are wounded. This is why you need to find out about your money story. It promises safety, fairness, security. But what it really delivers is control, sameness, and a ceiling on possibility. Socialism sells itself as the mother who tucks you in at night. Ooh. And I'm here to tell you, it's the stepmom with a clipboard, handing out powdered milk and telling you not to dream too big. Dream bigger than you ever imagined. That's my philosophy. So let's talk about what this really means. Pause for a second. Can we talk about how ironic this all is? So ironic. That's what the kids say. You'll see people yelling, eat the rich, while they're ordering Uber Eats, streaming Netflix from their MacBook, donating to GoFundMe with Venmo from their smartwatch. Come on, people. Capitalism didn't fail you. Capitalism gave you options. You might be broke, but girl, you're broke with a Bluetooth. So let's talk about some statistics because at the end of the day, it really is everything's about the numbers. You got to know your numbers. It's worth noting in capitalist nations, Poverty has declined faster than anywhere else in history. What? Yes, the US has created over 770 billionaires, but also millions of jobs from their companies. Capitalist systems reward innovation. Come on, people. What would we do without capitalism and innovation? Meanwhile, countries with centralized economies often see this decreased innovation, less entrepreneurship for sure, and black markets thriving because that's where the entrepreneurs try to go to. Why? Because you can't kill the human spirit of desire, innovation, or freedom. You can suppress it, but you cannot kill it. That is the essence of who we are as a human, is to be free. So, where does your inner billionaire fit in? Since I wrote a book about that, here's where I turn this inward. If you've ever felt guilty about wanting more, if you've questioned whether you're spiritual enough because you like leather seats and flying first class, I want you to know something. Your desires are divine, not your wants, your desires. Your abundance doesn't take from anyone. Your wealth is a reflection of alignment, not abuse. Your inner billionaire isn't some Gordon Gekko slick back greed monster. She's you, fully expressed, fully supported, fully sovereign. And capitalism at its best honors your choice. Socialism at its worst erases your voice. And we've seen that all too often lately. And you know what? I want to share with you the cost of dimming your light. Because if we pause here for a second and talk about something really personal to me, I remember years ago working with organizations where unions ruled the culture. And listen, I know unions were born from real pain, child labor, unsafe conditions, a need for justice. But what happens when systems meant to protect people become weapons that suppress them? I've seen brilliant women get told to slow down, to not make others look bad, to dial it back because their light was too damn bright for the break room. I've trained leaders who were ready to fly, but every time they tried to lead, the system clipped their wings. You know, one woman I mentored, pure fire, genius, ready to transform her team, was told, "You're making everyone else look bad." Oh my gosh. You need to share the spotlight. Excuse me? Since when did excellence become a threat? And I'll be honest, it broke me a little because I realized so many systems, corporate, governmental, ideological, aren't built for greatness. I'm going to say that one more time. So many systems, corporate, governmental, ideological, aren't built for greatness. They're not built for your greatness. They're built for compliance. They don't want the inner billionaire. They want the obedient taxpayer, the quiet cog, the woman who says thank you for her 3% raise and doesn't ask for any more. But I'm not here for that. I am not the girl who's going to shrink so someone else can feel tall. If your light makes someone else feel small, they can grab a pair of shades. Because the moment we start apologizing for our fire is the moment the world gets colder. And socialism, when twisted, becomes just another version of that. Don't outshine. Don't rise too fast. Don't make others uncomfortable. No, just no. So let's wrap this up by saying you can have capitalism with consciousness, because I'm all about the consciousness. You know that if you follow me at all. So am I saying we should be totally unregulated? Ayn Rand on steroids? Heck no. We need conscious capitalism. We need community, fair systems, generosity, infrastructure. but not at the cost of creativity, not through coercion. We rise together when we build, not when we beg. So if you've ever dimmed your light, ever, to make someone else feel better, I have a message for you. If you did that, you felt like the world told you to dim your light. You apologized for your ambition, or you shrank to fit into a socialistic sob story. I'm here to say no more. If you've ever been told to slow down, be less ambitious, or not want too much, let this episode be your permission slip, your invitation, and your declaration. You get to want more. You get to shine. You get to thrive. And the world will be better because of it. You do not owe anyone your silence, your money, or especially your dreams. Wanting wealth doesn't make you greedy. It makes you ready. And that, my darling, is the revolution. To be ready for what is about to happen. And if this episode activated your spirit and reminded you of the truth, share it, subscribe. And if you haven't read my book, Your Inner Billionaire, go grab it now by going to my website, thedebbiedobbins.com, and you can get it for free by paying for shipping. And so until next time, stay cheeky, stay conscious, and for the love of gold-plated goddess vibes, don't apologize for wanting more.